Hi, Milligan. What's up? What's cracking? All right. So today I decided that we were going to go back to the rainbow scenario. I know a lot of you really enjoyed when I used to color rainbows. Hi, Lauren. Lauren, you're going to love this. So I know a lot of you used to really enjoy when I colored rainbows, and so we're going to color something rainbow today. I've also had a lot of people saying, I love the elephant, but I don't want the girl with it, or I love the rhino, but I don't want the girl with it, or whatever. So I wanted to show you that you can stamp these without the person. All I did was I inked it up, and then I used my finger or a tissue. Hey, Mom. Hey, Harlan. To wipe away the ink that was on the little girl. So I just tried to be careful and not ink her very much. You can see if you get really close to this where I kind of over inked a little bit. But that's fine because we're going to figure out a way to fix that. So I just wanted you to see there are ways to mask off the images so you don't have to stamp the person with it. So this is from our set that's called Elephants and Unicorns, and this is a planner set from last year. We do still have this in stock, so I highly suggest grabbing it because once it's gone, it's gone. So of course it has a little elephant, then it has the rhinoceros, this cute little girl looking out of the bushes, and this little girl with a camera. Or they could be guys, it just depends on how you fashion them. So that's the set. Hi, Amy. Then I used a Heidi Swap die because I love my memory decks right now. So I am doing a memory decks card. I don't often get to color for me, so I think I'm gonna make this for me, myself, and put it in my memory decks. So I just used this little memory decks die, and I used Sweet Sentiment paper. I used a quarter sheet. I know a lot of people that would just put this die like in the middle and go for it. I'm not that way. I'm frugal, so I like to keep as much of my paper as possible. So I lined it up here at the edge so that I have this that I can use to stamp something else on and color. So this is the A2 size, and we do have the A2 size in stock, or the full size. The Heidi Swap dies I just got off of Amazon, so if anybody happens to be an Amazon affiliate, knock yourself out. Put your link on there if you know where the Heidi Swap dies are. I have two pencils handy. This is a Polychromo Black, and this is the Cardanche Luminance white pencil. This is my favorite pencil of all time. So I'm going to keep those handy because there's a couple of things I'm going to do with them. And we're going to get into coloring some rainbow. So I'm going to zoom in for you so you can see what I'm doing. I also have my mini hex chart here. I love my hex chart. I love the mini. Love everything about it. I just literally took the big one. I added this to the side of it, and then I shrunk it all down to 5x7 so that I could take it with me to travel. So if you're wondering how I did that, that's what I did. And I did it in just like a word processor. Super simple. Okay, so I'm going to start picking colors. I'm going to start with up here in the darks. We're going to go like pinkish reds and oranges, and we're going to go all the way down the line. So RV69, R59. I'm going to go into my true reds, which is R29. I'm going to go into my oranges. I don't want to start super dark because I'm starting with leaving off with this value. So I want it to be somewhere that's like one step lighter than that. So I think I'm going to go YR07, if I can find it. We're going to go YR16, one of my favorite oranges, very bright and vibrant. I'm going to jump into my yellows, which is going to be Y19 because I want a darker orangey yellow. Then I'm going to jump fairly fast into a true yellow, Y08. Hi, Sherry. Then I'm gonna come from the opposite end of the spectrum. So if you look at these markers, notice how they're super dark and they get gradually lighter. So then what I'm gonna do is go from the opposite end of the spectrum, and I'm gonna go from my purples to my blues to my greens, and I'm gonna go super dark and then go lighter. So put my reds there, red, orange, yellow. So with my purples, I'm gonna come down here. I love starting with BV29, super, super dark, almost black, slate color. Put this in the shot somewhere so you can see it. Then V09. I also use BV08 a lot, but I want this to jump because this critter's fairly small. So I want this to jump up quickly. And then I'm gonna go V17. If I can find it, there it is. A lot of markers I'm pulling out. I know, it's scary, but it'll be okay, I promise. I like to use the pinky purples because then when I go into my blues, it looks like a very, very different color. So my blue, I'm going to go B26 and then B24. Now I'm gonna start hitting into my greens. I'm gonna start with YG09. Then I'm gonna go, I wanna go fairly yellowish because I want it to mix with this. So I think I'm gonna go YG17, one of my favorite markers. And then I'm going to go with YG23. It might switch to YG21. We're not sure. Okay, so now we have this full-on rainbow. And now we're gonna color our rhino. Hi, Holly. I did. Or I colored around them. But some of them I used a white gel pen on. I guess it's not on this one, but I just colored around some of the dark colors. Okay. Hey, Tiffany. What's up? We're about to color a rainbow. Okay, so then the other thing, oops, I just totally smeared that. Good for me. I guess we're doing a background on this guy because I just smeared stuff all over the place. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna color him from front or from back to front. I don't know why, but it just seems like the progression for me. So I'm gonna start with my dark red. This is RV69. Push these a little bit further out so I'm further into the frame for you guys. And I'm just gonna put shadow where I normally would put shadow. I'm not going for rocket science here. If there would normally be a shadow there, I'm just gonna go ahead and put shadow there. There's a lot of different ways to color rainbow, like a whole lot. This is just one of the ways I like to color rainbow. I'm gonna leave that back leg because I want it to be more orange. So the biggest thing is this is going to trick your mind. You want to continue to color how you normally color, like placing your shadows and your highlights and your midtones, but you're working in different colors. So just pay attention to where your shadows would belong and you'll be fine. As long as you keep your darker colors in your shadows, you're gonna be fine. I can also tell you I have often tried to emulate other colorists while trying to color rainbows, and I can't do it. Uh-oh, why the mad face? Who's giving me mad faces? I've tried to emulate other colorists and the way they color rainbows, and I just can't do it. So it's one of those things that once you've found your style and what you like, it's gonna be your style. You can train yourself, obviously, to color like other colorists. That's totally a thing. But, I mean, I'd rather be an individual. So I'm going to go into my orange now. And I don't find this orange dark enough for that back leg there, so I will definitely be adding a darker orange. Notice how I still work in small brush strokes. I grab my YR18 to shadow in this back leg. Yeah, see how much darker that is? Y'all are being wicked quiet. Okay, so I'm gonna color up to my yellows, and then I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna go at it from the other direction. Okay, so again, I've colored from shadow into highlight. So now I'm going to color from shadow into highlight again. You're driving but listening? Easy killer. So I'm gonna put some little shadow around his horn, down the back of his horn. I'm not gonna use this for a whole lot. In his little nostril. There we go. Archie, no. Archie, no. It's just the male guy. Okay. If Milligan could type, she would be sending little bones for Archie right now. I know she would be. So I'm going to pretend that that's what's on my screen right now. And I'm going to go one lighter with the purple because of the way his little snoot is. Okay. Now we have our blue. Again, I'm going back into the shadows. I'm going to overlap the shadows some. so that my purple and blue blend together. Hey Archie, stop. I'm sorry. He's got to protect, you know. Okay, I'm gonna go one lighter with the blue as well. There's a whole bunch of orders going out today, so the mail guy's gonna be out there for a moment, Archie. You're just gonna have to endure. I'm gonna grab my V12 to kind of blend these in a little bit better. Yeah, that makes all the difference. There we go. Now we have a nice smooth transition. I'm also going to use this V12 just inside his ear there. All right, so now moving to my G's, I have YG09, hey Cam, hey Joy, can't wait to get your new stuff. Well, it's on its way, babe, it's on its way. Oh, thanks, Ollie. Okay, I just realized I'm like super far in the corner here. I like to hug my work. I knew this was going to be too dark of a color. That's okay, I want to deepen up some of these shadows anyways. Okay, so let's try my 23. Yep, that's exactly the right color. Exactly. Okay, so again, just light brush strokes all the way around. We're trying to get all of these colors to kind of blend in together. This is where his head comes out. So we're gonna kind of make that a little bit darker. Put some shadow in here. Now I bet you're wondering how I'm gonna get these colors to marry together, huh? So I'm gonna go one lighter with my YG21. We're going to bring this color all the way to the yellow. We're gonna overlap the yellow some. And because the YGs have a yellow base, they're gonna blend together actually quite nicely. We're still gonna overlap them some with another yellow. Okay, because right now, it looks like he has this line right here, and we don't like that. So we're gonna come in with a lighter yellow, which is usually my Y11. And we're gonna brush some yellow over into that green. Okay, then you'll notice I left this big spot here. I colored it with the YG, but I like to make this, since this is more yellow this way and this is more blue this way, I like to turn this one into a little bit more teal. So I'm going to grab my BG13 and we're gonna brush some teal up into this. Okay, and then where he has the even lighter color, we're gonna go to BG11. So that gives us a little bit further, like of a smoother transition for him. I'm also gonna come back to this leg because I'm not super loving that highlight. So I'm gonna come in with my red with a super soft touch to the red. And then I'm gonna go back to one of the lighter oranges to tint it orange. Look at that cute little guy. I'm gonna come in with the V12. This is the same color I used for his ear. And the other one. And then to make it look like it has, where is my colorless blender? Oh, here's one. I'm gonna use my colorless blender to highlight it a little bit. Okay. So now there's a couple things you can do. You can use your gel pen to come in and do some highlights, but I wanted to show you guys what happens if you use your pencil. So first things first, you need to have your pencil very sharp. Super duper sharp. Thanks, Cam. Destination achieved. Extra bones for Archie because he had to be so patient and wait. I'm gonna come in here and add just a little highlight. On his horn. On his little snoot. Or nostril. On his lip. This horn. This is going to add some highlight to that direction. Anything that's sticking out. So yes, it is a much softer highlight than the white gel pen. Okay, now around his eye, I'm just going to very lightly make a gray line. And then I will take my white gel pen to add a pupil. Okay, so there's all that. Now, you guys saw that I totally messed this up when I like swiped it. The reason is because I had taken my black multi-liner and colored over some of the letters, and so it didn't stick to the letters. So it has nothing to do with the paper or anything like that. It's that it didn't stick to the letters. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a glow for him, like a gray background. Sorry, words are hard for me right now. So I'm going to grab what I already have out is my C's. This is why I couldn't find my other colorless blender. I'm going to start with C5. We're going to make a little bit of a shadow for him. I love this kind of background because it's really simple. So basically we're just creating his shadow on the ground. But we're leaving the edges super, super scratchy. Okay? Can even put his horn up there. C3. Just gonna start blending this out. Careful not to touch your rhino. See, I just drug purple out. Okay. C1. C00. Okay. Now we're going to pop into some, dare I say it, mixed media. I'm also going to use my colorless blender around the edge of this to soften the edges. Oh, look, I did it again. So word to the wise, do not color on top of your letters. All right. So I have like a little shadow and stuff for him. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grab a couple of oxide inks and let's see. I think I'm gonna do black soot. You guys could have guessed that, right? And stormy sky. Okay. So with my stormy sky, starting with my stormy sky, I'm I'm going to come in around the edge of this whole card. And I'm just putting my finger over him, or being careful not to get too far in so that I don't color him. Okay, so that's my stormy sky. Oh my gosh, that would be funny, Lauren. It just took me a second to like get that. 2 of my Hobby Lobbies were sold out and the other ones do not have them on sale. I was told the ones that don't have them on sale will have them on what is called the Ides of February, which apparently is February 13th. I didn't know that February had Ides. I heard of the Ides of March. That was before Julius Caesar got killed. But apparently February has Ides as well. And that would be the day before Valentine's Day. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. So if they're not on sale yet, they will be on sale February 13th. All right. So there's that. Now, y'all know me, and you know I can't do things without bling. I mean, I can, but what's the fun in that? So I'm going to grab my enamel dots, and I have mine in these little photo trays. So I have matte dots and enamel dots and glittery dots. So these are all available in the store. And I think I'm gonna use these mini ones. This is called Rainbow Pearls. Or I could use my shiny rainbow ones. Or I could use my glittery rainbow ones. Oh my gosh, it's way too difficult to decide. Okay, so if you want the pearls, thumbs up. If you want the shiny ones, hearts. And if you want the glittery ones, laughing faces. Isn't that what one of them is? Laughing faces? So, thumbs up, hearts, or laughing faces. I see lots of laughing faces. Looks like laughing faces take it by a landslide. Because we had Crafty Cat saying laughing faces are the best. That's what we got. What do you mean, babe? How do we store them? Your Copic markers? Is that what you're getting at? How do we store the Copic markers? These are not glittery. It's this. I will show you as soon as I'm done here. I'll pan my camera over so you can see how I store my markers. Okay, so These are self-adhesive, but I like to glue them on just for the heck of it. I love enamel dots too. Hi, Carrie. This teeny tiny teddy bear is my... Yeah. Okay, so anyways. I always put 3 groups of 3 because they're they're odd numbers, and in nature things happen in odd numbers. So I'm also gonna grab... Where are you? I will find you. Where are my transparent dots? I must have put them with my glitteries. Yep, here they are. Ooh, there's a silver. I'm gonna use the silver. All right. So I can only use a big silver or a tiny silver. So we're gonna use a big silver. I took too long. A tiny black. And a medium white. There. So, there you have it. Most of the time when I make cards like this, I like to stamp them with the date. So, today is the 28th. And it is not September. January 28th. And I usually use my archival ink to do that. Hi, Nana Joe. So I'm going to caution you, when you're stamping your date, always stamp it first so you know if you got everything and so you know if it's the right way. This reminds me of like a librarian stamp. And I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So then I will grab my multi-liner because it says 20. And we're gonna write 23. And I signed it. So there you go. There's our little rainbow rhino for today. Thanks, Milligan. Thanks, Holly. I got the bear from Jen Pargross. Isn't it cute? So there we go. And I will take that then and I will put it in my Memory Decks box. So, ooh, I almost showed you a sneak peek. So my Memory Decks box, I think this will definitely go under beauty. And there it is. Awesome sauce. My box is getting full of fun things. Totally think we should do a Memory Deck swap. That's just me though. Totally all for it. So, Kat, you were talking about the Copic marker storage. So I will show you really fast. I will pan over here. This is my Copic marker box. And it's where I store all of my markers. You see all the holes from all the ones that I pulled out. But this box I got from Michael's, and the insert is from our Gray Barn. And then yes, that is a big wall of stamps. But that is the box, and I have it sitting on top of my cart. And then these are swatches for oxide inks and watercolors and stuff. So anyways, that's where it's at. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourself today, and we will talk to you real soon. Toodles!